the products we build or how we create our solutions. And you're going to hear from different speakers, lots of them very experienced. Please feel free to ask questions. And more importantly, take note of the people who are either talking or sharing so that you can engage with them in the hallway. The hallway conversations are usually more impactful than the conversations on stage. So let's open our minds to learn. I'm also here to learn. And let's look forward to connecting with ourselves and with all the resource persons who volunteered their time to be here. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful day ahead.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I always look at like developers like bringing energy. I'm not really feeling that energy in this room this morning. So good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Building on what Bulama said and what Anieri has said, I just want to reinforce the message of engaging and connecting. As you work to grow your career, do not forget the policy and regulatory environment in which you operate and the fact that you need to contribute to that. You need to contribute to that by making your voice heard, making your concerns heard, sharing your opinion, sharing your views, sharing your needs and your requirements. And as Bulama said, to look for big projects to work on, sometimes that can come from government as well. I don't know who, but if you know this, government is one of the best employers, right? If you do a job for government, you are getting a guarantee of some good pay. The point is, everything that you do, think about how can you contribute to something bigger than yourself.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, my first GDG Abuja's event was 2015, right, Bulama? Okay. I'm excited and happy to stand in front of you today, wearing two hats, one as a GDG family member and one as a public servant. Yeah. So I'm sending my DJ's deepest apologies for his inability to join the session. He really, really wanted to join the session, but due to two reasons: one, time zone difference, and he has a meeting ongoing at the moment, and then from there he will be taking his leave back to the country. However, I'm going to give you a little talk. This is personal experience and a personal talk, not the DG's speech. This is that enables them to grow beyond and scale beyond what the ecosystem is currently doing. Yeah, I know a lot. Those that are following government activities, the startup bill and the rest that was issued, and there was a lot of back and forth. And I was happy that the ecosystem really stood out and said, we want a rephrase of the bill, and then government actually for the first time listened. That's why we'll have a listening session, part of our ecosystem engagements once in a year, that will just listen to all the problems, and then we'll sit down and see which one can we actually give priority to and solve immediately, and then we keep working on it.
So I tested this also, and it's really nice. It's accent colors. So maybe you've tried working with the custom default components that come with the browsers, and you notice the radio button or the checkbox appear ugly, or maybe the color that the designer gave you, you're not able to customize it the way you want, so it doesn't apply to your case, and you wanted to try to change this. It's very difficult to start custom components in HTML. Have you tried starting a checkbox before or a radio button? You probably have to start from scratch, right? You rebuild everything and you try to style them yourselves. But with accent colors, what it gives you the ability to define an accent color. Take for example, this is how your radio button and checkboxes will look like. You are defining a custom color, and the browser automatically knows, okay, this is how it's going to tint certain elements, this is how they are going to look like with your colors. So to set that, all you have to do is a single line of CSS to define the accent color, in this case, hot pink. And that's it. You don't have to worry about how the color look like. The browser automatically tints everything. And if you want to go a little bit further, this is not showing. You can also go a little bit further and say, okay, you define dark mode. So when it's dark mode, the accent color should be something different, right? You can, be innovative with this. Try to do it as much as you can. Play around with it. It's a very nice feature. Yeah.
available in Next.js, like all the versions, or is it something that was
So if I get your question correctly, you are trying to ask if it's available in Next.js, right? Yeah. So Next is a React framework. Yeah. So this is all these features are CSS available. They're available to CSS. Yeah. So it doesn't matter whether you're using Next or React or Vue or not, or whether you're using CSS. Yeah. So the only issue is try not to use it now, like I mentioned. It's not available on all browsers, so you can just play around with it. For example, I think color contrast should be available on Firefox. So if you have Firefox, just go over there, play around with it in DevTools. But yeah, you can use Next.js. Any particular?
CSS.
CSS is also a CSS framework as well. Yeah, so the main CSS, the main styling. So yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that awesome session, Abdul.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Why is everyone so cold? Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. Do we have developers here? We have developers here, right? It looks like some master's degree session. I mean, I'm not getting it. We are young people here, aren't we? All right, so I'm told that I have 15 minutes, so I'll try to talk about why they came into tech and what we are doing and why we are doing it. Can we make that quickly? One or two people? Or point fingers? Okay, thank you. Can the mic get to me, please?
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Alexis, and I'm a product designer. And the reason why I came here and being part of the GDG community is to make an impact in the society at large, and also to show people that tech can help us change that.
Thank you very much. I want to believe that's really true, right? Because I know most of the people in tech, like me, we enter there just to be all right. Let's not lie to ourselves now. We came in here because there's money and we have to be all right. I mean, isn't it so? All right. So moving on. All right. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about communities and why and what we should be doing in communities and how we can go about it. So Google community is simple gathering of enthusiasts passionate about Google technologies and products. So I purposely took out gathering of developers out of it. So let's use enthusiasts, that are passionate and ready to learn, build, and play. All right. So So if you want to join the GDG, you can go check this show. The perks, advantages of being a part of the Google community, and these people are everywhere around you. Okay, I'm a product of Google Communities. I encountered Google Community GDG Uyo back in 2017 to a more selfish perspective for both you and I. All right, so moving on. Well, why not? Okay, so I would say this, I believe people don't seize their mind from my hands. So the next big thing is not Google, but you and I, we are the next big thing, and we are the community. This is what I mean. In 2015, the United Nations Assembly getting around to come up with this set of 17 goals that have a whole lot of things that were supposed to be achieved before 2030. All right. So if we are to really be sincere to ourselves, how many of these can we boast of as a nation, as a community, as a society in Nigeria today? We are just about a few years from 2030, and this is here, and we are here. If I should ask again, what major thing can we say we have contributed to the tech ecosystem in a while now? All right. This is why these committees exist. This is why I am here. This is why you are here. There are we see no poverty, we see zero hunger, we see good health and well-being, quality education, and all of that. All right, let's go a bit further.
Thank you. I really don't know how this one works. If you have to point up, you can use the next.
Good day, everyone. My name is Wally Rich, actually. Rich. Next slide, please. Anyway, my topic is on the Android ecosystem, plus bonuses. People will understand what the bonuses mean when we get to the bonuses.
Just project towards that.
Okay, yeah, so the Android ecosystem. So let's just start. What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a geographic area where plants, animals, and other organisms, as well as weather and landscape, work together to form the bubble of life. So this is basically how some organisms interact with each other and interact with their environment and factors in that environment. So now, how does this topic ecosystem relate with devices? So what's the device ecosystem? In our case, Android. An ecosystem is a virtual area where phones, tablets, and other devices, as well as software, work together to form a bubble for applications. So this is a lot of easier, seamless interaction between our devices. So when our devices work together, let's say for example, I have a message on my phone and I can get that message on my laptop without links to my phone. So that is a very good, simple example of how the ecosystem works. Yeah, so we're going to go to the first subtopic, which is phone link. I don't know how many of us use phone link here with our Windows. Is there anyone? No one. So phone link connects your Android phone to your Windows devices. You can send and receive text. You can also answer calls, view and use notifications. What I mean by use notifications is, for example, you can interact with your notifications that have to do with music. So you can change the music that you're listening to and stuff like that.
Who knows the person sitting next to you? You know the person, you came together, so you come together.
No, they didn't come in together.
Okay, that's awesome. So let's have a networking session. Let's stretch our legs, get to know each and everyone. It might not be everyone, but introduce yourself, what you're working on. Please, let's not leave the auditorium. We still have speakers here to give us more awesome sessions. So try to stretch your legs, know one another, speak to each other. And if you have questions for the speakers that have come up, you can meet them, network, please.
So we have 15 minutes for the networking session. Just stand up.
Don't forget the Twitter challenge as you are meeting people.
Meet and greet somebody, get to know what you guys have in common, what they do. Like they always say, you might be sitting close to a recruiter. So try as much as possible to let the person know what you do, right? So if there's any opportunity, the person can share as well.
We are not standing up.
Please just meet
proud Abuja people.
So today I'm a female. And right now I'm a Googler. So once I live here, I feel contour my personal me. Boss, I beg now. My slide. Thank you, sir. Alright, so hi everyone. My name is Uchechukwu Enen. I'm a Googler. For now. Okay, so I am a ambassador representing her. So she'll be talking about crowdsource. So if you know about crowdsource, let me see your hands up. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, Google crowdsource. You know about them? Mass your hand. Okay. You get Android phone. Say hi. Hi. iPhone users, please pocket your trash. Android users, say hi. Hi. I love you. So, crowdsource is for now, it's only available for Android and web version. So that's me. That's me. Where I come from, I don't know. But currently, I'm in Lagos. I flew in yesterday. The turbulence was so hard. So, all right. So at the end, we'll come back to this particular mobile school, 7A3EE. That one is for me and your lady Olua, Leon. So we'll come back to this. All right. So, what is the Google mission? The entire Google mission is to make the world information accessible and available for everyone. Now, you can see that your traveling, your document, everything is on the go. That with your Google email, you can access all the files you have on the cloud, right? So we want to make everything accessible for you and available for you all the time on the go. Now, but there's this thing that we will need to help us serve you better as Google. So we all know that AI is everywhere. Yes or yes? Now we heard about IoT, that is Internet of Things. So if you don't know, before that was where I got my nickname, Liam of Things. That was 2014. So that was when I heard about IoT first in my life. So I said, wow. So I turned it to Liam of Things. So when objects start behaving and responding to human command and request, maybe you can talk to your chair and say, come here, and it will come. Right? So this video is talking about machine learning. How many of us know about machine learning? Machine, learn, joining together. That's machine learning. When you can train a machine to understand humans' command or request. So, but for this to happen, you have to train the machine with a lot of data. Now, how will this data be available? Only through crowdsource. So you turn on your Google map and say, locate this particular place, or let's say an handwriting, and say which language is this, or you go to the Google translation and want to convert English to your own language. It might not be perfect as how it ought to be, but you can make it perfect by what? By using crowdsource. Now, I don't know if you have done this before. Maybe you are looking for an image to use for a project, and the old image you'll be seeing on Google will be white people. Sorry, I'm not trying to be racist here, but we're in Africa. You should bring images or data that belongs to my area of location where I'm searching from. But we don't have these images there. Why? Because we don't have a lot of data on the internet to bring these results out for us. We know every Google search is a result that it brings out for us. But to make this happen, we have to contribute to this crowdsource app, which will make all this available. Okay, I think there was a day I was searching for an image on Google, and the next thing I saw was image I uploaded with my name as credit under. So which means they are not taking credit of what you uploaded, but they are giving you the credit that this was a crowdsourced image, and you get the credit. If you look at on Splash, all those images, data places, see that the images always have credit there. So Google doesn't take the credit, they give you the credit because you already granted them access to the images. So now let's say we want image of bride. If you Google it now, what you see is beautiful bride images from America. But why not beautiful bride images of Africa? Now, about machine learning, if you want to explore more about machine learning, I can give this slide link later on. So, and also helping to make a difference, then this is a list of what you can watch about ML and deep learning that can give you more insight about how machine are learning. So, thank you. Yes, final thank you. So right now, I'm dropping my Google certificate, so I'm no longer a Googler.
Yeah, later. About EMBA. EMBA, I think we're part of it.
Okay. That is Middle East Africa. That is EMEA. It's a region.
My question is that, these images, we know that they use them for machine learning and they use for them for things like when it comes to, let's say the company has contracted them to give them data so they can be able to analyze, let's say, images, let's say, in the healthcare center. So who can sell images to them and sell them this data that they use? So what happens when people sell this data? Is the money...
So, to the best of my knowledge, like I said, this is an open source contribution. So, all your contributions are taken as open source contributions. So, you grant them access to use the image for whatever the safe is of what you use the image. So, all the work you are doing is just contributing to open source. And give a credit for that by adding your name and whatever it is. So, you don't just push the image and give a credit. Our question. So maybe once you are done, you don't see our because none of me now, I don't know that I do that. Alright, I think that's answers.
Two more questions.
For me,
Yes.
I for not present to.
So my question is very crowdsourced is Abuja. How can one join?
Okay. Yes, we have Google crowdsource community in Abuja. Our last event, it was only myself, Fatima, and my office chairs that attended the event. So if you are interested in joining the community in Abuja, meet Ashimi or me. Me, myself, and I. That's 3 people. Then Ashimi, making 4 people that you can see to join.
Okay, my name is Kafiu. So the question I want to ask is this. You said people are outsourcing those doing to Google Crowdsource, right? As like it's more like open source. So since it is open source, is there a place where you can also have access to those images? Let's say the developers also want to use those images we also have access to those data or it's only Google Cloud?
Yes, on the Google Cloud platform, that's GCP. It's available on the big data side. So if you need all those data, just check the big data tab. So subscribe.
So if you have further questions, please just meet him after now. Thank you very much. A round of applause for him, please. This is the next speaker you're going to announce. So with me is a fellow Women Technical Ambassador, and I'll just give her the mic to introduce herself as well.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fatima Hassan, and I happen to be, I am the Women Tech Makers lead for Google Developers Group, Guabalada. It's nice to have you guys with us today to celebrate Google I/O Extended Abuja. So, what? Okay, can you hear me now? It's more like I'm shouting. Okay, I said, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Fatima Al-Hassan, and I am the WTM lead, Women Tech Makers lead for Google Developers Group, Guabalada. It's nice to have you guys here with us today celebrating Google I/O Extended 2022.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ilin, so I have a lot of experience with Firebase, Flutter, and those Studio Git, all of that. And today I'll be talking about Flutter. But before I start, I want to know how many Flutter developers we have here? Very few. About 4 or 5. Okay, good. Before I go into my slide, there's something I want to say, before I forget. How did you learn Flutter? Did you start with the language which is Dart? Or did you just go to YouTube and search for Flutter tutorials and download them and watch them overnight without
sleeping. Okay. So if you study like that, then I would say that you made a very big mistake. For a framework, it is not advisable to learn the framework first before the language. That is very bad. And apart from the framework itself, Flutter is cross-platform. You can build for Android, iOS, desktop, web, and so on. It is always good, again, to have a native background of those platforms. Like, for example, Android. You want to, okay, you're an Android developer, but then you want to build for iOS, for web. So you decided to try that Flutter, which is a good idea. That will help you very much because you already know Android. So when you get to Flutter, it's to be easy. But then for someone who doesn't have any native background at all, and just dive into Flutter straight, you have difficulty. Sorry to say.
They can hear me. I can hear myself. Okay. Okay. My name is Patricia Okolo, but I prefer to be called Trish, and we are the co-host for this Women Tech Maker. Okay. So I'll be introducing our next speaker. Okay. He developed apps from the ground up and published them successfully.
Okay. He'd actually be talking to us today on Automate LinkedIn, your open source documentation using Valve and GitHub Action. Thank you.
Hello everyone. Well, I'm so much happy to be here. And that we have the tech bros that they don't normally have t-shirts and their accounts. So maybe you call me a tech man. I love that tech bros. Okay, so we're talking about automating the open source documentation using Pay and GitHub Action. You go online there. We're talking about Flutter, and the other person was talking about the phone link and address. Now, how did he learn Flutter? It was document open. So imagine the same you have to pay to learn that. It was very, very difficult for us. So what does it mean to automate?
Thank you for coming out for Google I/O Extended Abuja. You've not seen my face in one, but I was backstage. And I want to appreciate my bosses here. Starting from Mr. Samson Gondi, Mr. Awal. I think I'm repeating Mr. Awal because he just got that title recently. And so I'm appreciating all my bosses here. Actually, I can boldly say this is the first I/O extended in SSA that has these 4 pillars. 4 pillars now. It's been awesome. Meeting a lot of people, getting to network. Without Google I/O, most of us might not have the opportunity to. Okay. So without Google I/O, most of us do not have the opportunity to meet and meet physically. Most of us don't have the opportunity to meet our. I think I had the opportunity to meet an AD at the Oscar Fest, but without Google I/O, most of us here would have met him physically. So I would like to, please let's get the screen back on. So I can talk about, so before the screen comes back on, I would like to talk about the next big event like this, which is the DevFest Abuja, DevFest Abuja 2022. So we need to register so you can get updates on the registration and the venue and everything will be sent across to you.